Frosty, sniper.
What's up guys, it's Alpine Sniper, and today I want to showcase a game I've been keeping my eye on for a while. As most of you have been subbed to this channel since the beginning know, I started posting to YouTube a game called Rising Storm 2, which is set in Vietnam, and then when Hell Let Loose launched, I fully switched over to the World War II theater, and now we have Burning Lands, which is heading back to the Vietnam War, and I'm pretty excited about what I'm seeing. Burning Lands is a tactical multiplayer first-person shooter set in the Vietnam War era, and it will be coined as an accessible tactical simulation, or ATS, striking the best possible balance between realism and accessibility to bring you an intense gaming experience and large-scale team play. In general, it can be looked at as a mixture of both squad and Hell Let Loose in terms of scale, team and roles setup, communication, and teamwork. Features of Burning Lands includes dismemberment, drivable boats, flyable helicopters, traps, sling loading, and capturing some enemy assets to name a few. Location-wise, the game maps are based on topographical maps from the US Army during that time period, current satellite images, and height data. However, the game is not a definitive history lesson, as weapons and vehicles for a location may not be accurate to the period in time that the battles were fought. Now for some Q&A with Chance Bra, one of the members of the development team. What was the inspiration for this game? There's been no combined arms Vietnam game out there since Battlefield Vietnam. Closest thing is Arma 3. Vietnam is a very unique theater of war with helicopters, boats, light and heavy armor, and how different infantry tactics were. What made you choose the Vietnam War? There's been a big hole in regards to this theater for the longest time, and it's something that it just never seems to be capitalized on. What kinds of vehicles, weapons, and how large of an arsenal will there be? Multiple versions of the Huey, Chinook, even the Cobra, jeeps, trucks, and light and heavy armor. Not to mention PBR and sampan boats. In regards to weapons, we have all the iconic weapons as well as Claymore, C4, mortars, and much more. How will classes and roles work? Classes will be limited per squad. Each player within the squad will play a unique role such as a medic, grenadier, or machine gunner. Other squads will be limited such as logistics and armored crew. This means you can't go having a medic operating an M48 Patton tank or a machine gunner randomly piloting the Huey. What are the game types and modes? We have a couple game modes, including Raid, another called Outpost, and one titled Frontlines. How expansive will the maps be, and how much of the Vietnam theater will the game cover? The maps are anything from 4 square kilometers, 16 square kilometers, and 32 square kilometers, and will feature locations such as An Lao, Khe Sanh, and Hue City. How will this game compare to Rising Storm 2? The only real similarities between the two are quite basic, the fact that they are both based in Vietnam, the use of similar weapons, and possibly some similar locations. One of the closest things that I could probably say would be our flight mechanics system. What engine or framework will the game be made on? The game will be made on 4.26 and then moving to Unreal Engine 5 at some point in the near future. What factions will be present? The game will feature the US Army, PAVN, then in the future Australia and NLF or the Viet Cong, and then possibly in the future the South Vietnamese Army and Marines. How many players will be in a match? The minimum they are aiming for is 80. They want to have 100, and if they can, it'll go up to 120. What kind of communication system will be in the game? Local, squad, and command chats, allowing you to talk to those around you locally, those only within your squad, and then obviously with squad leaders and commanders communicating with all other squads. We may also at some point bring in a fire team chat, but that's up in the air at the moment. How will you guys interact with the community as the game is launched? We have been very interactive with the community since day one. This will continue to be our standard throughout the course of the development of our game. We want to make sure people know that we are seeing and listening. Whether we act upon those requests or not is a different story, but we want you to know that we do see and hear it. What's the best way to support this game and the devs? Currently, the best way to support this game is just by joining our Discord, following the Kickstarter, and simple things like sharing a social media link around to friends and family. Later on, it would be pledging funds towards our Kickstarter or to purchase a copy of our game once it hits Steam. When will the game launch? Burning Lands will go live later this year on Steam. The game will not be coming to consoles. Will there be mod support? If there is, then it will come after the official release. Is it multiplayer only? Will there be a campaign? And is there bots in the match? Burning Lands is multiplayer only. Is there anything you want fans or new players to know about the game? We just hope that we are able to make a successful Combined Arms Vietnam game that you've always wanted. We are listening, we are watching, and we are going to do our best to make sure that we deliver on our promises. So that's all we've got for now, guys. I appreciate your time and listening to what I had to say, and hopefully this sparked some interest as well. I'm really looking forward to this, and I think this could be a huge sleeper hit in 2022. Until then, I'll be on the battlefields of hell let loose, and as always, stay frosty.